done a video of myself outside, so I thought I shall sit here in this glorious sunshine in Abbeywood Gardens on the Chester Road and say I hope you're doing as well as I am, soaking up the vitamin D. The gardens are fabulous even now when there's still the winter growth hiding the spring. As usual, Mike has gone wandering off because he likes to have a good look at all the plants and assess and mutter dark things like, oh, look at this, they've got moss in their grass, which makes them feel a lot better about us and ours. So positive this week, I've lost another pound, so I am thrilled to bits. Not far before I've lost my stone. Oldest daughter Jenny is off on a cruise, so because she's lost a lot more weight than me, I'm hoping she's going to eat a lot on this. We'll balance out. I know it's a terrible thing to say, I'm a terrible mother, but I do it so well. So I shall be chatting to you from the kitchen, but I just thought I'd sit here, enjoy the sun and the tranquility, and I shall speak to you later. Ta-ta. Hi, it's me, just Meg. I'm just laughing, I'll have to show you what these are. And I'll just get these. I'd forgot I'd left them on the radiator, but they're really, really good. You know when you're washing your face and it drips down your arms, you put them on. Honestly, not only are they pretty, but they stop all the water. Then you stick them on the radiator to dry. Speaking of the radiator, must tell you the boiler's in. The chap came on Monday, fitted it all. It went very well, so we now have a new boiler and we've never been as hot. Then the weather changed. The weather's very hot, so we've never had the heating on. But the good thing is it's done. That was the last big major job we had to do in the house, and it lasted for a good few years, so that's ticked off. It's such a relief, isn't it? Diet wise, I'm sure I told you during a clip when I was sat outside in the sunshine, I've lost a pound this week, so I'm thrilled to bits. I've got what is it, oh dear, is it a pound or 2 pound to go? I'll have to check, I'll have to write it down before I've lost my first stone, so I'm really pleased about that. Definitely this week, it's a strange one, but I have felt as if my stomach isn't quite so big. The dresses have been hanging a lot better instead of and I haven't got so much belly on my knees when I sit down. So I'm trying to think, have I changed anything? I'm still doing the same routine, is the drink in the morning, and then I have first food between 12 and 1, and then I'll have a tea, which is a normalish tea, just on a smaller plate. I have fell foul a couple of times this week when I've succumbed to a biscuit that I liked, but I suppose it's better than eating 3 or 4. I am continuing with the 3 dates a day. Usually I have those just after me tea, or dinner as people call it, the nighttime food. It's still tea to me. I have 3 days because they're supposed to be very good for fibre, low in cholesterol, and it's sweet, so you know, after you've had your main meal, you often crave something sweet, and that just seems to head it off. So I've really been enjoying and sticking to the 3 dates. I wanted to show you this because I found this in Booths. My favourite tea is the Tea Pigs, the licorice and mint, and I really like that, but I thought I could do with a different one, so I've tried this one. It was on special off, I think it was £2 something, and it really is nice and organic and smashing. So if you see it anywhere, they've got lots of different flavours, and the vanilla one smells nice. This week we did a trip to a little, it's like a wedding venue, but it's got lovely gardens and a cafe called Abbeywood Gardens. It's on the Manchester to Chester Road. Absolutely lovely. Even in the winter when everything, or the spring when things are just coming to life, it's lovely, just so peaceful. It's absolutely glorious. So that's the only way where we've been. Oh, I tell a big fat lie. I have been out. This memory. I did a runner on Monday when the man was here fitting the boiler, left my husband to deal with it, and middle daughter took me out for an afternoon tea for Mother's Day at Cotton's, which is a local hotel. That was lovely. I had a glass of champagne there. Well, actually, I had 2 glasses because she was driving. So I did well to lose a pound with that. But so I went to Cotton's for the afternoon tea. I'll put a couple of clips in for the food. That's really nice. I do enjoy an afternoon tea, don't you know? So that's where I was on Monday. And then we went to Abbey Woods for a look around. That was very nice. And apart from that, I've just nipped to Home Sense because when I tidied up the summer house, I had a lamp that I wanted to swap over when I wanted to move out the house into the summer house. Did that. And then I looked at the old lamp and I thought, I still quite like it, but it looked a bit shabby. So anyway, I painted it. Halfway through, I thought, I should have showed people. Because I always think if you can save something from going to landfill. So I painted that green with some paint that I had, and I got a new lampshade today. Bit disappointed in the lampshades at Home Sense because I thought it was going to be loads. I just wanted a plain cream one, but I'll put a clip of that in. So I'm quite chuffed. It looks quite nice, and it'll stay around for a bit longer. And then usually I'll ask the girls, do they want it, or do one of the grandkids want it for their places? So we'll keep things rotating. Next week it's the school holidays here in the UK, in Cheshire, so we tend to avoid going out much during the school holidays. So we've got plenty of jobs to do around. We've got patios that need cleaning, fences that need painting. I want to get some pots sorted out for the garden, you know, that sort of thing. And we've got a few big jobs coming up because the garage, I don't know about you, but any glory hole, the garage is a tip, and I've always wanted a nice garage. So this year, it's taken 10 years, but we'll finally agreed we'll take everything out, tidy it all up, put the shelving up that I bought about 6 years ago, and have that nice. So that's the big job we're going to be doing, but it never seems to end, does it? So I hope you're keeping well. From the dieting point of view, I'm quite happy. If I could lose £1 a week, I'd be thrilled. If I could lose £3 a month, I'd be thrilled. I'll keep going like this until we get to the Christmas period. Then I'll have a relook at what's happening, because I do want to have most of the weight off, ready for the wedding that's scheduled for May. And I'm thinking dress-wise, I've heard a lot about Zimmerman's dresses. So I know, I'm sure they don't do extra large, but I'm thinking with it being a spring wedding, I might treat myself, have a look, maybe at a Zimmerman's dress. So that's what I've got in my head, because I know they do quite pretty ones, and it's an outside wedding, and it's not overly formal. So that's what I'm thinking, you know, maybe a nice long floaty frock, see how it goes. So that's what I'm going to continue the way I'm going. Keep changing the things that I think aren't so good for us, you know, looking at the back of the package and reading it. Keep on with a healthy living. I need to lose weight for the hip. I need to lose weight for the wedding. So I'm hoping that, because the hip's giving us an awful lot of jip at the minute, but it's by the by, it's my own fault. I put pressure on it for years. Next week as well, oldest daughter bought me a pedicure for Mother's Day, and I hate feet. I don't know how anybody can do a pedicure. I can't tell you how much I hate feet, but I do try to look after my feet, and I do put a lot of cream on them, so when I die they'll go, oh, our body's a right mess, but she's got lovely feet, mind, lovely feet. So I might take you along and show you the pedicure. I've got quite a few treatments. My husband's laughing. He said, have you not left it a bit late with all this? I said, no, you never leave it too late. You do late, but you know, you can only enjoy, and I enjoy going, I've got to be honest, I enjoy the faffing about and the fun of it. So have a good weekend, and I shall speak to you next week. And I've rabbited on for ages, haven't I? Ta-ta for now. Just in the middle of painting an old lamp, that was the original colour. I've decided to go green. That's the first coat. And then I'll get a new lamp shade. So it's the one when I swapped over from the summer house, put a more modern one in, but I still like that lamp, so I'm giving it a paint. I'll let you see when it's finished.